On this week's episode of What's Up Weekly, women from the CSF Martial Arts Committee come in to teach Callie and I how to defend ourselves against attackers.
And spring break is quickly approaching. We give you some helpful and cheap tips for last-minute planners. What's Up Weekly starts now. Hello and welcome to What's Up Weekly. I'm Callie Lichter.
And I'm Lucy Kellison. Spring break is right around the corner, and if you haven't started planning, don't worry. WU correspondent Grace Morocco is in studio to give us some tips that won't break your bank. Grace?
Thanks, guys. We're about 2 weeks away from spring break, but it's not too late to start planning your trips. You just have to act fast. The key to flying is to arrive and leave from your destination midweek. Leaving Tuesday or Wednesday will save you around 29 to 38%. Now, not only do you want to leave on Tuesday or Wednesday, you want to leave early in the morning. Early flights are less likely to be delayed, and they'll be a little bit cheaper. Wake up early and it'll be worth it. Moving on, the most important question, where should you go? There are a lot of cheap flights out there for Indy for March 11th, which is when spring break starts for IU. So let's look at some popular destinations. Miami, Fort Myers, and Myrtle Beach, all right there for less than $200 a ticket. And how about a trip to Las Vegas? $186 for a round trip. You just have to look at different airline options. Now, some travel tools that can really help you. Look at sites like Hopper and Google Flights. You can enter all types of information like the date you want to leave, the length of your trip, and they will spit out options for you. Hopefully these help, and have a great spring break, Hoosiers. Callie and Lucy, back to you.
Thanks, Grace. And speaking of spring break, we want to know where you are going this break. WU reporters Camelia Treadway and Shelby Brown took to the streets to find out. Guys?
Hello, this is IUSTV reporter Shelby Brown.
And Camelia Treadway.
And we're here to ask the people of Bloomington what their spring break plans are.
Or if they're not doing anything at all.
Let's go find out.
I'm here with
Zach.
Josh.
So what are your guys' plans for spring break?
I'm mostly going to be hanging around Bloomington. I really like spending spring break here because, you know, it's usually a lot relaxed. A lot of people go places.
I'm here with
Jeff. Tom.
So what are you guys' spring break plans?
I'm going to Clearwater, Florida with the fam. Just gonna have some nice time, some nice quality time with me and one of my friends.
And what about you?
I haven't solidified my plans yet. I think I'm probably going to go visit my partner in LA, but if not, I'll just chill here and probably spend the whole break writing and working.
So I'm probably going to be traveling to Miami with some friends.
Miami?
Yeah. And then probably might visit Fort Lauderdale, so just around that area. And then probably come back, also spend some time with family back at home.
That sounds awesome.
I'm going to Northern Michigan. There's a thing called Cheese Fest in Northern Michigan where you get to try all types of cheese. You know, I love eating cheese.
Cheese is great.
Yeah. So I'm going to eat cheese with my boys and have a good time. I don't know if I want him there, but it's gonna be a fun time.
Hoosier News Source, Wednesdays on IUSTV.
Welcome back to Trending Topics. Now, this one is a crazy one that I came across on the internet. So, you know, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory reboot, Wonka, Timothée Chalamet has been all the rage. So, of course, if I was a little kid right now, I'd be wanting to get, you know, that, like, chocolate factory experience. And that's exactly what some families in Scotland thought they were getting. So they paid $45 to have a whimsical Charlie and the Chocolate Factory experience. They showed up to the warehouse. They were promised like candy rivers and like scenes that looked straight out of like the 2005 movie. And after paying 45 like equivalent US dollars, they showed up to like an empty factory with exposed pipes, rented like I don't know, like plastic candy canes. And they said that the workers there who were supposed to be the Oompa Loompas were given the scripts the night before. And when like parents were like, you promised us all this like glorious stuff, the event like organizers were like, that was just AI. So they were duped into an event by AI. Isn't that nuts?
Oh my gosh, I'll tell you what, I would fall for that as a kid. Like the whole AI, it looks so realistic, and I feel like old saying it like that, but seriously, they can make AI look like anything. I would pay $45 to go to Charlie's Chocolate Factory.
Some of the renderings, I must admit, looked kind of fantastical, but some were like, yeah, I could find this, you know, right down the street, like kind of like a Van Gogh experience-esque thing.
Yeah.
You know? So I'm really sad, you know, after paying like near $50 per person, you show up and it's like an empty warehouse factory with actors holding scripts.
Gosh, be like the grandparents. Stay on the couch. Don't go on the internet.
Yeah.
Stay off. So to switch things to kind of a more serious show, or serious note, I know we take our show to a very fun and entertaining level, but I think it's important we talk about the incident that happened on the University of Georgia's campus this week. A student was on a run, Laken Riley, and she was killed and found that she was killed by brute force. And I think it's important that just as girls and as just college students in general, we need to be aware of our surroundings and what's been going on in today's society.
I know it's like really sad because you hear so many, I'm not saying that it can't happen to like men as well, but like a lot of girls are vulnerable. And I feel like every single year, every couple months even, you hear of a woman, a college student like us going on a jog, going on a drive, like meeting with friends, and then you know, ending up like disappeared or like unfortunately like murdered. It's just like really sad. You think it's like so far away, but you think back to a lot of things that happened in Bloomington. Like luckily, I mean, there was a Lauren Spear case in 2011 when she just, you know, disappeared. It's just really sad.
I think it's very important that your friends have your location, you know where you are, you're very aware of your surroundings, and that you know how to handle the situation, and with self-defense would be a very helpful aspect.
And you know, I think that's, I mean, it's quite an unfortunate death, but I love how we have a bunch of resources here on campus. And I know that this week we're kind of switching it up and transitioning away from an interview, and we are going to have some people coming into the studio in the next couple of minutes to come teach us some self-defense.
Which I'm very excited about that, but I've never tried self-defense before. So
I have taken like a little class before, but I'm very excited to try out some more like in-depth moves. So
yeah, very excited.
We'll be right back.
The Toss-Up, Fridays on IUSTV.
With everything going on in the world, it's better to always be on top of your game. Reporter Grace Morocco brings us into a self-defense class to show us how to best be prepared to defend yourself. And then we're back in studio to do some moves ourselves. Take a look.
Self-defense is more than just knowing how to fight off attackers, instructor Arthur Luhor said.
90% of it is being situationally aware. That last 10% is when you have to defend yourself.
He started teaching IU faculty self-defense classes about 2 years ago. It's a skill he thinks everyone should know.
Knowing how to defend ourselves is, I would say, a basic right. You want to feel safe.
The demand for self-defense classes keeps growing. Scary examples of college students getting attacked, like the Georgia student killed while on a run, or this one from October when an IU student was robbed at gunpoint.
When you're thinking about self-defense, how far are you willing to go? What is your mission?
He helps people find their mission.
I'm pushing. And this foot here is going to be pulling.
I had to give it a try.
Position. Nice.
But it's more than just punching and kicking.
Being mentally prepared for an event means not being afraid to face that conflict.
That goes back to walking with confidence and being aware of your surroundings.
90% of it is being situationally aware. And having that training in the physical arts helps you to be more situationally aware, because it's a lifestyle that I'm teaching people.
We are back with the CSF Martial Arts Committee members, Ivy Rabel and Emma Donovan. Thanks so much for joining us. Can you just say a little bit about yourselves before we get started?
Yeah, sure. I'm Emma Donovan. I'm the current Judo Club secretary, and I've been doing martial arts for a very long time. And Judo has been my favorite one, and it's the one I keep going with.
My name's Ivy Rabel. I'm the vice president of both Judo Club and BJJ Club here at IU. I've also been doing martial arts for a very long time. I started out with mixed martial arts and then eventually went to Muay Thai and BJJ, and then most recently Judo, and I kind of just stuck with it. It's also my favorite martial arts. I love it to death. I love the community that it's brought me.
Well, that's perfect. I know that Lucy and I are not trained at all in that, so this is going to be such a fun experience. I know that you guys have some moves. So I don't know if you guys want to like demonstrate them first, then we could try, or however you want to go about it is good.
Yeah, for sure. So let's demonstrate first, and then we can bring you guys in.
Okay.
The first thing that we're going to be doing here is what is called like a standing arm bar submission. Do you want us like this?
That works. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, fantastic. So I'll be the one demonstrating here. Ivy's going to put her hand on me. I don't want her hand on me. That's the long and the short of it. So opposite hand, I'm going to grab her right here. Nice, strong grip, so she can't get out of here. No. And then I'm going to come over, and I'm going to just do that. From here, this can be very painful. So you can either just kind of drop it and run, if that's what you want to do. If you want to continue the violence, which we do not recommend, you can, but
down to
you
the
know,
ground.
no. So one more time, a little slower. Opposite hand, grab, over, and then you can just.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I like the run at the end. I feel like that's me, fight or flight.
Yes, this is really great because if I feel it all in the forearm and my elbow, it's gonna hurt so bad. And it works on the biggest guys, the smallest girls, whoever it may need to be.
Joints suck.
Awesome. Gosh. Okay.
Would y'all like to try it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So,
Okay.
I guess
I'll go
we're
first.
buddying up. Blondes
Okay.
and brunettes.
So it's opposite hand.
yes.
And then this comes over and down.
yes, like exactly like
this.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
It's simple as that. And if you want, you can either do it with an elbow or you can straighten your arm.
Okay,
and keep
okay.
twisting through.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll try one more time. So opposite hand and then
Exactly.
Ooh.
Okay, that's actually
Okay.
very simple. Yeah.
I'm actually very impressed. I'm very impressed.
Okay.
Okay.
Then same kind of deal.
Okay, so
Exactly.
That was barely on.
you didn't
What's the
expect
force
it. You
to
didn't, okay, I'm sorry.
You kind of want to hold this, so I can't just like let
okay.
go and. You know.
gotta
Now
hold
I'm understanding. Callie was better. I'm sorry. I'm
okay,
sorry.
it's okay.
I was too focused on the run. Okay. And then I
There you
Yeah,
go.
really push
Oh,
down. Yeah.
and then I run.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Awesome.
And then
Yeah. Now we're gonna move on to a throw.
Okay.
A little scarier. So what we're gonna do is Ivy's coming towards me. I don't want Ivy to be coming towards me. And
actually,
yeah, this is gonna be a little bit interesting. Yeah, there we go.
Perfect.
We can stand back here.
Okay, so Ivy's coming at me. We're gonna scoot her a little bit. I just want to make sure you fall.
yes, thank you.
And I'm in a situation where I'm not trying to like stand and grip up on her. I kind of just want to get out of here. So I'm just gonna kind of run at her, and instead of gripping, I'm gonna go whoop.
Oh.
Ooh.
Yeah, you literally just clothesline them.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to have the gi usually. You don't know
Yeah.
what they're going to have, what type of material.
They could be having a tube top on and a
Yeah,
dress.
who
You don't want
knows?
that.
They might be
Little
shirtless.
upstairs clothes.
So essentially, we're just gonna kind of go.
Oh my God.
If you almost fall on top of them, that means you're doing it right.
Are you okay? I'm okay. Cool.
This is why we're not making you guys fall.
Yes, a little slower and less
Yeah.
dynamic version of it would
My
be.
apologies. I'm gonna grip you for this one.
Yes.
So just ignore that. I'll go up and through, and Ivy will come with. I'm aiming for right here.
Okay.
So just a little bit more contact. I go whoop and all the way.
I feel like I've done a variation of this on my sisters before, so.
Well, Callie and I do this sometimes. When
Yeah.
we're fighting about the show. Yeah.
I'm going to show it more towards the camera.
Oh yeah, sure. So one
go
last
first.
time, different direction a little bit.
Okay.
I'm just gonna kind of go.
Oh, okay.
It looks big and impressive, but it
looks like it hurt. It will for the opponent, but usually, like, whenever we do it on our mats, it doesn't hurt at all. I'm used to taking the falls, so it does not hurt me one bit.
Yeah.
Do not worry.
We're fine.
It looks
trying to
very
kill Ivy.
dynamic.
Not even worried about it.
Okay.
Would
Who
y'all like
wants
to
go
try
first?
it?
Oh, we're
Lucy, you
doing
go first.
If you want
Unless
to.
you don't want to, like we're not here.
You can go first, Lucy.
Oh, no, okay. I don't want to, like, not.
Oh,
Okay.
you're not going to hurt me. Don't worry.
I'm so excited. Well, not,
If you're like over the arm earlier, I'm sure you'll be fine.
I'm not. See, I need this class. I'm not aggressive. So
at the
I walk towards you like this?
Yes. So, like, usually I'll be, like, walking towards you a little bit, or if I'm too close and you don't like it,
Okay.
you just take your arm you're clotheslining me as you step through. Exactly. Keep your legs straight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay. My
and
fault.
just swing through.
Do you want me to actually knock you on the ground?
Yeah, knock me on the ground.
Oh, okay. okay. I'm so scared.
You got it. You got
I
it.
don't want to hurt you.
You're not gonna hurt me.
I don't want to hurt you. Okay.
A little bit tougher than that.
Okay. Callie, you're up.
Do it again.
Oh my God.
Come on.
I'm so scared.
Really, just
Okay.
think about swinging through.
I know. I just don't wanna, oh, you're like excited. Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm like, Callie, go. I'm so afraid.
Oh.
I'm just gonna hurt our guest.
Ivy, do you want me to swap in?
Okay.
Okay.
No, she's not taking
You're
off.
okay.
So it's like the same, like this, and then shoot.
See, it's scary.
It's scary.
It's okay.
Okay.
You got it? Yeah. Just kind of go.
sweep the Okay. So you go like this, and then just like
Throw it back. Exactly.
Yeah.
Like as you're moving forward.
I'm nervous. No, this is actually very
It's
terrifying.
okay. It's okay.
Okay. I'm like screeching into the mic as well. Like, I'm really okay. So you come up and then you like
Lean forward.
Yeah. Don't lean.
You gotta put your
isn't
heart
here
in
for nothing.
Okay. Like lean forward.
Yes, exactly like that.
Like that. Okay.
There you go.
Yes.
You want to try one more time, or are you good?
I'm good. I tried it like the
Oh, okay.
And then we'll move to the ground.
Yeah.
So these are more BJJ techniques, if you will.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, I'm in your, yep. All right. So if unfortunately you've gotten on the ground and there's a situation where they're starting to attack you or anything like that, and you know, you're on the receiving end, you can get out of this position. No matter if they're big or strong, little, whatever it may be. My sensei, he's a 250-pound man. He's a brown belt in BJJ, and he's a lot larger than me. I can do this on him easily. That's how effective it'll work on like a size difference.
Okay.
So all you do, if you have the opportunity, try and get your foot on the inside, sweep it outwards.
Okay.
Same with this one. Get your feet in. You're gonna grab this arm. I'm gonna scoot to this side so I don't put her on the mat or on the floor. I'm gonna grab onto the arm as much as I can. I literally just sit up, wrap my arm over the shoulder, and then sit up and sweep. So all I'm doing without a body is I'm using this leg or this hip and this leg. I'm pushing with my foot up and towards the floor. Thank you.
Awesome.
One more time.
One more time.
Yeah.
So you just, if you can't even get like your feet in for some reason, you can still do this. You just put your feet like this, grab the arm around the bicep or whatever you can get. I like to get up higher. You sit up, wrap the arm around, and then you put this foot on the ground with your hip. You just push over. And this does not hurt at all. But it's super effective. Yeah.
Okay.
Once you get on top, you can punch them, you can run away.
Right.
Do whatever is safest for you.
Okay.
Would y'all like to try it?
Sure. I'll go first.
No pressure.
We're you know.
Might as well.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
You start this time.
Okay, yeah.
Do you have a preference of partner?
No, I don't.
Okay, cool.
I'm probably not gonna be good at it either way.
That's fine. It's okay.
Okay. So on the ground.
I'm here.
You're here.
Terrifying.
And then you put like the legs
Yes,
in.
exactly.
And you grab
That arm here.
this arm
Yeah.
up here.
And then this arm
And this
all up.
arm this. And
As
then
you're sitting up.
roll it over.
Yeah. Yes, exactly like that.
You got that immediately?
Incredible.
Yeah.
Cool.
If you can
good,
sit
that
up
was-
more while you're doing it, is perfect. But if you can't sit up at all, and for some reason you're stuck to the ground, then you can do the same thing as you just did, and just really sweep with that hip. You got it over.
All right.
I think I'm good.
Well, you were an expert at that, but what if I did the next one?
No, you can do
That's
this
fair.
one.
You.
Yeah, and I'll do the next one. I'll do the
try it
next
off.
one.
You want to do the
Yeah.
choke?
You want to do the choke? Yeah, you signed up for the choke. Let's go.
Awesome.
Yeah, choke.
So this is another option for if you are on the ground and for some reason they have you like pinned down.
Yeah.
Like for some reason you can't get your legs up no matter what. Like this is like a worst case scenario situation.
Okay.
You're gonna sit up as much as possible, wrap this arm around their neck, put your hand in your elbow joint, wrap it around, and you're literally just gonna crush their trachea. And I'm not gonna do it too hard on her because I don't want to make her tap. But you literally just
That's friendship.
arm to the shoulder or elbow joint, and then it's just wrap around, and you're crushing the trachea.
You did say you wanted to do the next
Yeah, I'm
move,
so glad I volunteered. Okay.
On me.
I don't care.
Okay. You got it.
Okay.
And I'll walk you through it.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a safe space, except for me.
Can I lay down?
Yeah.
If you
I'm a threat.
If you prefer to be sitting up to start, that's okay.
Okay.
So I'm kind of like this.
Okay.
and then you sit up, wrap this arm around the back.
Okay.
And then you're gonna take your elbow, straighten your hand out, put it in your elbow joint, and then you literally just across your face and then squeeze your arms.
Oh my God, I'm not gonna squeeze my arms. That was awesome.
Your placement was a little off. You need to be more here.
Yeah, try and wrap this as far around as possible.
Yeah.
So that way you get that, show it backwards.
You kind of want to put the hand where you could feel like the pulse.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Like you want your wrist
if you're
to
getting
be
more
on their
trachea, I can.
trachea.
Okay.
Yeah, because this one, you're not going to be able to get it quite on their carotids because you're doing it from up top
True, yeah.
or from the bottom.
Yeah.
So
You
you
want
want the wrist area on
area.
the trachea.
Okay.
So that way you can wrap your hand around to the carotid.
A good thing to remember in self-defense in general is you go for the squishy bits. You don't want this harder, like, because I can stiffen that, I can kind of like resist that. But this is an artery. That I can't stiffen, I can't defend. So, squishy bits.
Okay, good to know.
Well, I know who to call if things go wrong. Definitely not myself, but maybe Callie.
Listen. I think we got it pretty good.
Yep.
I think as a duo, you passed.
Yeah.
A plus.
I think they did great.
Yeah.
They did excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah, I mean, thank you guys for coming in.
Thanks for having us.
I've
was
done
so
like
much fun.
I've done like self-defense before, but like not like the intense like physical self-defense. Like it's more been like, you know, like hike the knee or like throw a punch and stuff. So this like is very helpful, like having some techniques from like all different levels and like all different strengths as well.
Yeah.
So
Self-defense, you don't want it to escalate, but I feel like even if you're just talking down, if you're just talking it out, I like knowing that I have these things in my back pocket. It makes me more confident.
Exactly. And if you, like, worst case scenario, just make sure you scream loud and go for the
Squishy bits.
The squishy bits, basically. The nose, the temple.
Those aren't squishy, Ivy.
Those are squishy. That's what
This is not squishy. This is bull.
This is squishy.
That's squishy.
Well,
we'll brush up on the
thank you guys so much for coming in today.
And when we come back, a little bit of a transition. It's a leap year, and we hear from students who technically only have birthdays once every 4 years.
And it's gonna be awesome. Stay with us.
Hoosier Sports Night, your source for Hoosier athletics.
Did you know IU has some students that are only 6 years old? Well, that's because they were born on Leap Day, which only happens once every 4 years. WU correspondent Lucinda Larnett caught up with the leap year babies to give us the story. Lucinda?
Thanks, guys. Birthdays, we all have one. Most of us have a birthday on a random day of the year. Some of us may even have special birthdays, like on Christmas or on Valentine's. But oftentimes, we may forget that some people haven't had one in 4 years. But February 29th, they do. This is the forgotten birthday.
For someone born in 2004, you'd imagine they'd know which day to celebrate their 5th birthday. Zoe Munn was born on February 29th.
So for me, it seemed normal to just like celebrate on like a different day. And normally it would either be like, the 28th, the 1st.
For the extra day that happens every 4 years, it leaves people like Zoe unsure which day to celebrate.
It was like a whole birthday week, a whole birthday, like couple days, like it depends on the person and like their preferences. But also my preference is probably the 28th because it's like the last day of February, but March 1st, also good.
The calendar has changed over the course of the Earth's history, but most of the way that we use time dates back to the Roman Empire.
There were 12 months in the year, but there were also just these intercalary periods where you would just have a random number of days.
But there hasn't always been a leap year.
So he sets up a calendar in which we have 365 days in the year, except every 4th year we're going to have an extra day, and that roughly corresponds to the solar cycle. And
it wasn't until Julius Caesar changed the calendar that the leap year was created.
So Julius Caesar got us, though, very, very close to the calendar that we have today.
But while their birthday may be forgotten, leap year babies get to see how far they've come since their last.
I was just looking at pictures of myself from my 16th birthday, which was my last February 29th birthday, and I was like, oh my gosh, so much has changed.
The rarity can actually allow people like Zoe to celebrate their birthday, unlike other birthdays.
This kind of goes along with like being born on like February 29th and it being like kind of unique. Just embrace your uniqueness and like totally just be you, because that's what's gonna bring in like the right people into your life, and like those are gonna be the people that stay around, that are the people that love you for your uniqueness and your own like beautiful specific personality.
So it may be forgotten by many, but it sure is an unforgettable thing being born on February 29th.
And now you won't be able to forget about the leap year as well as that special day.
Thanks, Lucinda. That was absolutely incredible. Could you imagine having a birthday every 4 years?
No, I couldn't. But I mean, you have a very special birthday.
I mean, I'm born on Christmas, but I'm glad I'm outshined by the leap year babies.
Yeah, crazy. Absolutely. I hope they live it up.
Yeah, I hope they live it up, and way to outshine the Christmas babies. And that's what's up this week. Tune in next week for more local and entertainment news.
Be sure to follow us on social media. Follow us on Instagram and Twitter at IUSTV News.
For What's Up Weekly, I'm Lucy Kellison.
And I'm Cali Lichter. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.
That was